All right, no messing about. I'm Adam. This is 15 Minute Dallas. If you want to see an intro on who I am and what this channel is about, we did an intro video that should be already published. Go check that out. This one, we're not doing big intro. We're just going to be jumping on the DART line. We're going to be riding from here, the red or blue line, into downtown, and then downtown all the way up. We're going to check out different stations along the ways and land use and what's around those stations. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, stick around. We're here starting at the Eddie Bernice Johnson Union Station, which is the same place we started our intro video. There's going to be a lot to cover through these, so I'll probably split it up into multiple videos, but we'll get into that. Let's just get on the next train. And while we wait, this is also the station for the TRE for Amtrak, and like I said in the intro video, this is also the location they're supposed to be planning on building the station for the Dallas to Houston high-speed rail network, if it ever gets done. We'll talk more about that in a future video as well, but again, just waiting for the red line to show up. All right, and while we're making our way to the next stop, let me bring up a few graphics here for you guys to check out. First off, this one is a little bit better picture of the downtown network. And you can see that the red line, the blue line, comes through the Eddie Bernice Johnson Union Station that we were just at and meets up downtown through the kind of downtown corridor for all transit. So this has your red line, green line, orange line, blue line, and there are 4 stops along this, including the Weston stop, Akron stop, St. Paul, and Arts District. So this is an area that kind of bogs you down while getting through downtown, but it is a corridor where you have a lot of stops and a lot of stuff really close. Now we can jump here all the way out and see just the extent of the network for Dallas, and it reaches out way into the suburbs. The blue line goes all the way to Rowlett. The green line, blue lines, and red lines all go down into South Dallas. The orange line way up into North Dallas to Plano, and the green line way over to northwestern Dallas area up into Carrollton. The orange line also goes west to the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. So very extensive, and we're going to travel a lot of it. But right now we're focusing on just from the Eddie Bernice Johnson Station to CityPlace. All right, we're about to pull into the Weston stop, but before we get there, let's go back to the Eddie Bernice Johnson Union Station. And let's just check out a little bit of the area around here. Now the train station is here, and as you see, there are a lot of lines that go through here like we talked about. You do have a lot of hotels. You have the Reunion Tower, also known as the Dallas Ball. During our intro video, we did walk here from the Union Station through Ferris Plaza all the way to the Omni Hotel. And you can see that there's not fantastic land use around here. There are lots of parking lots. There is something being built currently. But of course, we're in downtown, so this is going to be the best case scenario. We can zoom out and give us a little bit of a half-a-mile radius. So this circle represents the walkable area. This is half a mile. Half a mile walkable is somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes. And again, if you're looking at a 15-minute city, that's kind of what we're looking at for walkable distance. Obviously, if you have bike or electric scooter, you can increase that greatly. And then obviously with transit, you're going to increase that greatly. So let's go ahead and move back in. Let's come around the tracks curve in here to go towards downtown. And you can see our corridor here, and our West End station is right here. Again, we're going to kind of blow past this. There's obviously a ton to talk about downtown, but outside of griping about tons of parking, the downtown area is obviously really good. We are, though, going to stop by the Ackerd station here and talk about it really quickly. And then from there, we're going to go straight on to CityPlace. And of course, you can see here from the Ackerd station, almost all of downtown can be reached. Some of the furthest away parts of downtown that I wish were closer to transit are the Farmers Market, which is way over here. So I'll show you a little bit on each stop on the map, but we're not going to stop at each stop. We're going to go all the way down to CityPlace is going to be our next stop. And after checking out CityPlace, that's probably where we'll wrap this video and then continue on into the next video. And one of the reasons I wanted to stop here at the Ackerd station is to kind of give you a visual of this downtown corridor. It is pretty nice. You have wide open sidewalks on both sides, really wide and easy to walk down. Lots of shade because of the buildings in this kind of corridor. You do have to cross streets. The corridor is basically north to south. Anything east to west is a street you'll have to cross, but they're not terrible, especially for being downtown. So even just walking through downtown, if you're trying to get somewhere, if you can get onto this corridor and walk, it will be a little bit easier. And this goes all the way down here from Ackerd to the St. Paul to the Arts District. It's pretty nice. And it's 12:43 right now in the afternoon. Definitely a good amount of foot traffic, good amount of people on the rail. Always a good sign. And it is a Wednesday afternoon. So the CityPlace station is a tri-level design, reaching depths of 120 feet beneath North Central Expressway. It is DART's first infill station. It opened on December 18th, 2000 as the first public subway station in Texas. There was going to be a second station at Knox Henderson, but this one was never finished due to public outcry in the neighborhood. There's also supposed to be a project for subways downtown that has been recently nixed, which we might do a video on here in the future. But these escalators are massive, and I'd hate to see if they actually break down. That one's broken. So it is very loud out here. You can see downtown where we came from. You literally get dumped out here on the street, but there is a bus stop right here so you can connect to other areas, which is a good thing. There is lots of stuff close to the CityPlace building, but most of it is on the other side of the highway, which is pretty terrible to cross. You do have the M-Line trolley station here, which I will ride in a future video, but not in this group of videos we're doing here. You can see more of the CityPlace building here and the Neiman Marcus sign. This is their corporate headquarters, and flying overhead is a Southwest Airlines plane, a common sight as Love Field Airport is very close, and we will ride the train to Love Field one of these days as well. Of course, CityPlace Tower was supposed to have a twin that matched it on the other side of the highway. So it's going to be like twin tower situation. A lot of the marble and stone that builds this is still sitting in a lot somewhere outside of Dallas. But they never got the financing to actually complete or even break ground on the second one. So let's talk about land use here. If you work in the CityPlace building, that station is perfect. If you don't, sometimes I'll take this station to go to the Target that's here. There is a Target right back here. There's quite a bit of stuff, like I said, on the other side of 75, like an LA Fitness, restaurants and stuff over here. It's a nice walking path. Of course, we got a down tree limb right now. But again, if you got to cross streets, these are very busy, very wide streets. CityPlace Tower. Lots of green around here, which is kind of nice, but it's not really a park area. Not that I want to turn it into a concrete jungle, but if you're going to have a green space, it'd be nice for it to be actually used for something. You can see new construction going on down here. Of course, the gym here, but if you take the train station here to the gym, if you walk those stairs coming up to the street level, that's about all the workout you need. I have no idea what these little buildings are for. Never knew. Still don't know. It is nice that most of this path is shaded. Good trees. And the entrance to the CityPlace buildings right there. You got this whole plaza-like area with lighting for night, drainage, so it doesn't flood, I guess. Almost looks like it would be a water park kind of thing, but it's not. Looking back over, see another Southwest Airlines plane flying over. And again, lots of nice apartments and condos out that way. And here you can see the Target, Office Max, Ross. Lots of retail over here, pretty easily accessible from the train station. And then downtown Dallas right there in the background. It's like a little concert kind of area, plaza, big grassy areas. Never seen this used for anything. You got stairs that go down to a door that's locked. Imagine that's the same on this side. Don't know where those go. It's much beyond this. I wouldn't really call walkable. Once you get up to the street level from the train station, hitting any of these shops is pretty easy. Some of the restaurants or retail on this side, but again, much past that, I wouldn't really consider walkable. So land use, again, we've got a lot of green space here, like park area. It's not really a park, more plaza area. But walkable housing from the station? Nope. Just CityPlace, which again, if you work in the building and you live somewhere else close to the train station, that works out good. Really quickly before we wrap anything up, let's take a look at the satellite view here from CityPlace. So there's the CityPlace building that we're at. You can see all the green space around the building. We have a bunch of open land here that definitely needs to be developed. If we turn on our radius here, you can see the radius, the walkable radius of the CityPlace station. So right over here is the Target I was talking about and the stores. And according to this, you can get down here into some of this residential, which is decently dense apartments. There are some areas that are a little bit more low density, but most of it is pretty dense apartments. You do have some green areas, some nice parks. And like I said, on the other side of the highway, you can see the big difference. There are a ton of much more dense, higher rise apartment buildings and office buildings, all super close and pretty walkable, nice trees on the streets. But to get across from the station, which is around here, you have to go across the street here, and you already saw how loud it was and how busy it is. So not a great experience, but is doable for sure. So there's not a ton else to look at here. You can see where we started at the Eddie Bernice Johnson station and where we've ended up. And our next video, we're going up even further to Mockingbird Station, which is here. But again, that'll be in the next video. All right, well, thanks for staying tuned to the video this far into it. We're gonna end this one here, but our trip is not done. We are going to jump back onto the train and go up to the next stop. The next stop is Mockingbird Station. Take a look around Mockingbird Station. Much better land use there. So we're gonna have a lot to look at. So if you're interested in seeing that video, please thumbs this one up, comment, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, much more coming. But for this one we're out.